the Science Guy.
Bill Nye, the Science Guy.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Science rules.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
I'm Spencer, and Bill is not going to be joining us today. He's actually dancing, like with the stars, the TV show, Dancing with the Stars. So he won't be joining us today, so you have me instead. So I hope that's okay. And if it's not, tough. Because this is just what I do.
Brought to you by Chemical Reactions. They're a blast!
Now, today we're talking about chemical reactions. So, what's a chemical reaction? Well, that is a chemical reaction. As well as that. Don't try this at home. And when you do try this at home, because I know you're going to, always wear your safety goggles. Alright, today we're going to be making our own fire extinguisher. Be excited, because we're going to be using a chemical reaction. Here's how we start. Alright, now, to do this chemical reaction, we're going to need three things. Water, vinegar, and baking soda. To do the experiment, we're going to take the water and fill it about halfway up in the bottle. Okay? And we're going to take baking soda and just put a few pinches in the water. After a few scoops, it doesn't really matter. Now you're going to mix that up, and it's okay if you get some on the outside. We're going to mix that up really good with the water. Okay? And you're going to take a test tube, if you have a test tube. If you don't have a test tube, you can just use a smaller container that you can put inside of it. And you're going to fill it up about halfway with vinegar. Or all the way. Okay? So what you want to do is you want to place this inside the water so it doesn't spill. And close it so it's super tight. And now you have your very own fire extinguisher. If you find that you're needing to put out a fire and you have your handy dandy fire extinguisher that we just made next to you, when you have the fire, just shake it and the water will come right out. Now, you ask, well, why does the water come out on its own? The thing is filling up with gases and it's CO2. So when you mix vinegar and baking soda, you get CO2. And that pushes the water that we put in there out towards the tube. Pretty neat, right?
Hey, I'm Dr. Quinn, and I'm made of chemicals.
Water is 2 parts hydrogen and 1 part oxygen. So when those mix, they create water.
And now for a really big chemical reaction.
Alright, today's topic is going to be elements. But first, I want you to understand that this lab coat is awesome, but it's also way too small. Second of all, now we're going to talk about some elements. Now, you ask me, what is an element? What is an element? Well, you already know some. You just have to think. Think about it. Now, what's in milk? Keeps your body strong. What keeps your bones strong? Do you have it? Yes, finally. Calcium. Well, now that you know that calcium is in milk, that's what keeps your bones strong. Potassium. Now, what can you think of that has potassium? I'll give you a few seconds to think. Alright, time's up. What is potassium? Well, I'll give you one hint. Okay, now that you know the one hint, what can you think of? It's bananas. It's bananas. Bananas are one of the main sources of potassium. But do you know what potassium also does to the body? I'm sure Dr. Quinn knows, because he knows everything. It keeps you from cramping. If you think that all these elements are stupid and that we could live without elements, I'm pretty sure that you're wrong. Because elements are everywhere, and we use them for so many different things. So think about that the next time you say, elements are stupid. Elements make us.